Egos will be wounded, feelings will be hurt, because we don't come here to make friends, we come here to fight! This is humiliation, this is brutality, anything goes, no holds barred. This is Comedy Fight Club! Thank you all for coming out tonight. Welcome to Comedy Fight Club, streaming on the Gas Digital Network every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. and coming to you live from the CFC Arena. I am the official commissioner of Comedy Fight Club, the sleeveless wonder of the world, Matt Marin. And we are also on Twitter and Instagram at Comedy Fight NYC, thanks to our social media hipster, Nico Pavlovic! We got a great show in store for you. Our main event tonight is for the most prestigious prize in all of entertainment, the Comedy Fight Club Championship! Mascot, present the title! And this championship fight will be between the number one contender, Sean Finnerty, and the champion, Dan Wicks. We are going to meet our main event competitors now. Give it up first for the challenger, Sean Finnerty! A late chance for Ireland. I like it. Sean, how are you feeling going into this championship fight tonight?
I'm feeling fantastic, Matthew Theodore Marin. Let me just say one thing. The stakes are pretty high tonight, but I'm going to raise the stakes just a little bit higher. I have challenged for this belt on 2 occasions, lost both times. So I'm going to say here tonight, if I do not take home the most prestigious prize in all of this basement, that I am officially announcing my retirement from Comedy Fight Club. What? First ever retirement fight in the basement. See what you got, Wicks! Sean Finnerty! I would call it title versus career, but has that really been a career thus far for Sean Finnerty? And his opponent, he is your reigning, defending Comedy Fight Club champion, Dan Wicks! Dan, how do you feel knowing that you could end Sean Finnerty's run at Comedy Fight Club tonight?
Amazing. Yeah.
Do you have any particular strategy for your opponent, Sean Finnerty, tonight?
I guess if it's going badly, I'll call ice.
Give it up for your champion, Dan Wicks! And now it's time to go over the rules here at Comedy Fight Club. 2 fighters will step on into the fighter circle. They will each have 2 timed rounds to rattle off as many jokes as they can. At the end of 2 rounds, if you're tied, we will go to a 1-joke sudden death overtime. And the winners of these rounds will return based on crowd applause, which means Fight Club, you will clap for one fighter and one fighter only. You will not clap for both because we can't have two winners, which leads to the most important rule here at Comedy Fight Club.
No fucking pity claps!
No fucking pity claps! Now this is Comedy Fight Club. This is where sympathy comes to die. If someone's gonna lose up here, you will let them lose with dignity! And now it's time to introduce the officials of Comedy Fight Club. Up first, the official bishop of Comedy Fight Club, the king of the bits, the one, the lonely, Andrew Casertano! If masturbating actually made you go blind, Andrew's eyes would look like Chris Crespo's hands. Andrew's conversations with women fall more flat than Karen Feehan's chest. It's our special guest official of the night. Give it up for Karen Feehan!
This reminds me of when I used to get raped all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How many times until it's not your fault?
Well, I've had 8 concussions, so...
Me too. No, if men never put their dick in crazy, Karen Feehan would still be a virgin. Karen's like a penny, because yeah, you'll pick it up, but really it's just a useless piece of copper.
I'm not that tan. I'm not that tan. That's not going to hit that hard in November, okay? Fuck you. Challenge.
Up next, the official women's studies major at Comedy Fight Club. Give it up for Sally Ann Hall! Sally Ann really does have a degree in women's studies. It's the most useless piece of paper besides the one she writes her jokes on. And she had work done on her teeth also because there's something wrong with everything that comes out of her mouth. Up next, the official spirit animal of Comedy Fight Club, the always hyped, the anti-Semitic, Justin Lanza! I asked Justin how he gets so hyped before the show every week. He said he just spends all day watching Schindler's List. Justin hates Jews more than Chris Crespo hates round doorknobs. Last and most certainly least, the official mascot of Comedy Fight Club, Look Ma, No Hands, Chris Crespo! Chris Crespo is what happens when you let the retarded kid make a Thanksgiving turkey. Yeah, the only thing harder than watching Chris do stand-up is watching him try and solve a Rubik's Cube. What do you guys say? You ready to see some fights tonight? No, I said Fight Club. Are you ready to see some fucking fights tonight? Let's get this started. Up first, we have an exhibition match scheduled for 2 30-second rounds. Introducing first, he looks like he jerks off while doing math homework, Andrew Manning! And his opponent looks like an Amish walrus, Stosh Makita! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
All right, thank you guys. Stosh actually used to be a pug until he got kissed by a princess. But when you describe him, it still sounds like a dog. He's loyal and you can make him come with food. Stosh's dad died of heroin, so neither of them know portion control. All right. Stash is Jewish. He said his very first words when his rabbi bit his foreskin off and spat it onto a tray. He said, "You gonna eat that?"
Stash Makita.
All right, well, it's an honor to be here roasting Andrew Manning. It's not every day a pedophile gets to roast his apprentice, so. I assume we're all familiar with Thor's brother, Low-Key, but what most people don't know is that Andrew is Thor's other brother, Low-T. Andrew Manning was recently put on steroids by his doctor because he didn't go through puberty. But it doesn't matter, Andrew. No matter how many steroids you pump into you, you could have the body of a power lifter. You'll always have the face of a power bottom.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Andrew Manning. Or is the winner of round 1, Stash Makita. Winner round 1, Andrew Manning. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
All right, thank you, National Lampoon's Trans Wilder. Andrew fucked a mentally challenged drug addict from Connecticut named Mary Casella. And it makes me happy because he's got the talent, youth, and potential to be the first celebrity to get Me Too'd by a retard. Or as Mary Casella would say, me this many. Andrew and his brother are very competitive. When his brother became a police officer, Andrew started jacking off to ebony amputee porn to prove that he could also shoot at unarmed blacks.
You know, you don't have to say first and last name in that joke. I don't know why. Andrew Manning.
She was born in 1994. Her address is 42 Main Street in Bridgeport. Stash is on a keto diet where it makes his body eat itself. That's crazy. I've never heard of a diet before that makes you eat a tub of shit. It's a unique diet. Stash's mom is a crackhead. Is that why crackheads are so skinny? Their children are eating their food? Stash is depressed. Some people have emotional support dogs, but the only pet that'll help Stash feel better is a tapeworm.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Stash Makita. Or is the winner of round 2, Andrew Manning. Close but barely. Winner round 2. Winner of this fight, Andrew Manning.
He looks like Jorge Costanza. I liked him. Go ahead.
Your next fight. Introducing first, he looks like he'll one day write a suicide note in crayon, George Fernandez!
They shrunk my dad. He's so cute.
And his opponent, it's the official spirit animal of Comedy Fight Club. He looks like he only rapes women who are related to him, Justin Lanza! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Dude, you look like a guy who jerks off to pictures in Taxidermy magazine. you look like a guy who thinks the word trailer park sounds too she. He tries to impress his dates by showing him his overall collection. Some states have weird laws, like in New Jersey, it's illegal to make out with a cow, which is why Lanza lives in Brooklyn now.
Justin Lanza.
I did a lot of research on George Fernandez for this one. Actually had a lovely phone call with his wife who told me that, to my surprise, George Fernandez is a wild animal in the bedroom. Yeah, she just wants to figure out how to get him back humanely to Retard Island. George Fernandez is a true purebred. He is fat, his face is squishy, and he cannot breathe while eating. You are like Pavlov's dogs if their trigger was a Taco Bell.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, George Fernandez. Or is the winner of round 1, Justin Lanza? Winner of round 1, George Fernandez. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
George Fernandez hates being compared to a child as much as he hates crusts on his sandwiches.
George, you look like your wife sews your name into your underwear. If you couldn't have, you can tell by the funny way that George talks, he is indeed Hispanic. His family hails from the mystical lands of Qdoba. George Fernandez is, you are so fat and so dumb, you eat Count Chocula out of a bread bowl.
George Fernandez.
Yo, so the name Justin means upright, and Lanza means land? So upright land is a wall? So that means Justin Lanza hates Mexicans. Justin is very picky when it comes to women. So ladies, if you want to date with Justin, you gotta have at least an outhouse. When Justin was born, his mother held him in her arms, looked deeply in his eyes, and said, "It's time for sudden dance!"
Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Justin Lanza. Or is the winner of round 2, George Fernandez? Winner, George Fernandez. Your next fight. Introducing first, she looks like a Sunday school teacher who gets rejected by the kids she tries to fuck, Jessica Saul! And her opponent looks like Speedy Gonzalez on NyQuil, Menno Fernandez!
You guys look like the 2 finalists at the NBC Diversity Thing. Congratulations.
30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Hey, so Jessica teaches dance, a white Jew teaching dance. Cool. Let me get a black guy to teach me about taxes next. That's fine. I found out, no, but there's more to it. I found out she teaches mentally handicapped kids. Yeah, so literally the only group that would be down for that. That's cool. Okay, it's no wonder she has so much confidence. She's literally surrounded by retards. Okay, cool.
How do you think it's so easy to be confident hosting this every week? Jessica Saul.
Thank you, Menno. Menno is half Puerto Rican, which suggests he was beat as a kid, but the size of his nose suggests that he was beat today. Menno still lives with his mom, so when he brings a girl home, it's his sister. Menno has poor grammar and gets confused a lot. For example, one time, instead of using a comma, he accidentally sucked a dick.
I like that one. That was avant-garde.
Karen's accidentally not written a lot of commas. Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Menno Fernandez. Or is the winner of round 1, Jessica Saul? Winner round 1, Jessica Saul. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Menno once tweeted that a girl told him he eats pussy like venom. But because of his dyslexia, Menno read that wrong. She actually wrote, Venmo me, pussy. Menno is half Colombian, but he swears he's not a drug dealer. Menno also swears he's had sex before, so if you guys want coke, Menno's got the hookup. Puerto Rico is devastated by Hurricane Maria, but nothing is more devastating than Menno trying to make a girl come.
Menno Fernandez.
All right, well, I can tell you teach retards because I'm not from Puerto Rico, first of all. All right, that is not true. That is not true. And it makes sense that you teach handicapped kids because, like, the first time I saw her do stand-up, it was like she was doing it for a class. She was like, what's the deal with pears? It was fucking, just like, wow. It's like, just the whole set. Just like, oh, my God. Yeah. So, here are a few plays she did with her class. The Book of Morons, School of Rocks for Brains, and The Crucible. I didn't want to read more after that one.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Jessica Saul. Or is the winner of round 2, Menno Fernandez? Close, but winner round 2, winner of this fight, Jessica Saul! Now it's time for party time with the spirit animal. Give it up for our spirit animal, Justin Lanza!
Okay, Jess Soul and Menno Fernandez. That was great. Jess, it's good to see a timid young woman learning the power of the chant. Can you feel it? Yes. George Fernandez, killing me with my own catchphrase. Now, I'm not saying I was raped because I wasn't, but I do feel like my power was taken from me. Women's studies major loves that joke. Andrew Manning masturbates to these math equations because they are so fucking hard. Where are you going with that ruler? Okay, that's enough out of me. Keep it going for Mr. Matt Merritt.
The spirit animal, Justin Lanza. You guys ready to see more fights? Your next matchup, scheduled for 2 30-second rounds. Introducing first, he is what happens when you feed a child a steady diet of lead and paint chips, Nick Cara! And his opponent looks like he's allergic to protein, Ben Miller!
I can't believe Annette Benning is here. This is so exciting.
30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Nick is that one cousin at Thanksgiving who everyone knows is going to be a great deadbeat dad one day. Nick has a Staten Island talent agent. I assume he got this agent by sucking his dick while the agent called him gay. Other than Nick, I think the only other clients the talent agency has is a family of raccoons they found behind Chili's. And Nick looks like he says, "forget about it," a lot, but that's only because he's had a lot of concussions.
Same.
Nick Cara.
Well, well, well. If it ain't Ben, I swear I found her like that Miller. You've been running for years, Ben. Well, you can't run no more. Tell everybody what you did, you sick freak. You not so darling Charlie Dawson. Ben Miller raped and murdered James Pontillo's mom. He's the one that started all this beef. He's the reason we all got that weird fucking email.
Fight Club is the winner of round one. Ben Miller. Or is the winner of round one, Nick Cara? Close.
I'm giving it to Ben because he got laid.
Winner round one, Ben Miller! 30 seconds on the clock. Round two starts now.
Ben moved from Chicago, obviously because of the wind. No. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and Ben's favorite is with another cat. You look like you'd shoot up a daycare. Do I do one more? One more, okay. You look so milky and sick, like you have lactades.
Best part of that was turning around and watching Nicola explain the wind joke to Sally Ann. Ben Miller.
In an October 5th Facebook post, Nick said that milk is gross. I have come here tonight to defend milk. My parents used to make me drink 2 glasses of milk every day so I could grow up to be big and strong like this. Nick is just jealous because the only milk his mom gave him were the White Russians she drank while pregnant. I drank milk so my man seed is strong and clumpy.
Strong and clumpy. Strong and clumpy. Strong and clumpy. Fuck yeah. Do another one.
Yeah, whereas Nick is like a broken faucet, he's always coming a little bit.
Fight Club is the winner of round two. Nick Cara? Or is the winner of round two, Ben Miller? Winner of this fight, Ben Miller! Ben Miller looks like the guy who would defend milk. Your next fight. Introducing first, he looks like you take a girl on a first date to a Waffle House, Jordan Scott Huggins! And his opponent, he is to comedy what Chris Crespo is to pole vaulting, Kevin Casey White! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
I just want to say I'm retiring too, so Kevin's from Chicago. Shut up, Colin. Kevin's from Chicago. I love that Kevin's in New York. He's proof that not every Chicago comic does well here. Kevin's got some big teeth. He's got some big chompers. Kevin's teeth are a lot like all the rape allegations against him. There's too many of them. I love Kevin's teeth. Your teeth are so white, it looks like they'd call the cops on a black guy trying to get into his own home.
Should we skip this one? Skip. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up, you guys.
No pressure to do well now, Kevin. Kevin Casey White.
All right. No, don't hold that against him. Jordan's a pretty good comic. He's got some good jokes. My favorite one is the one where Jordan goes, "Why don't you guys like me?" You know. He looks like a Proud Boy that got kicked out for being too whiny. You know what I mean? Skip. Guys, don't worry. Someone will say faggot soon enough.
Forward.
Relax. We'll get there. All right, here we go. He's unemployed, but somehow has managed to keep a girlfriend, which is impressive. You know, it's amazing to see a 90-pound girl do so much heavy lifting, but Jordan does all the heavy breathing, so... You got really upset he was unemployed.
Fight Club is the winner of round one. Jordan Scott Huggins. Or is the winner of round one, Kevin Casey White. Winner round one, Kevin Casey White. 30 seconds on the clock. Round two starts now.
So Jordan was almost late tonight because he got his head stuck in a honey jar. Yeah, you look like Winnie the Pooh, you're sad like Eeyore, and for some reason you say Tigger with a hard R. I don't know what that's about. One more? Fuck, so many bangers on here. Let's go with this one. Last time you went down on your girlfriend, she lost a leg. Alright, I don't know. Skip.
Jordan Scott Huggins.
All right. If your chin grew any shittier hair, it would be my balls. I'm sorry Sean didn't write my jokes for me.
You should be.
Kevin looks like the middle picture in a Faces of Meth montage. He has what I like to refer to as resting itch face. Do you guys hate me?
You guys are so mean.
Okay.
Let's seriously skip it.
Kevin looks like he's constantly waiting for everyone else in the room to get a whiff of his fart.
Fight Club is the winner of round two, Kevin Casey White. Or is the winner of round two, Jordan Scott Huggins?
Yeah, Huggins.
Winner of round two, winner of this fight, Kevin Casey White. And now we're going to hear from our special guest official. Give it up for Karen Feehan.
I didn't know I was supposed to do this part. That was really great. Well, not really, but it was really funny. I really liked you. What was your name again? Winona Ryder? No, what was it? That you think? We're not sure. You should try to be. I thought you were really funny. I also want to know, like, where you got your cheeks done a little bit. Those look expensive. You look poor. What do you guys all take notes about? You were hot and you have a fat ass. Give it up for her. I didn't listen to your jokes. I'm not. Just looked at your ass. That was fun. Where's that other guy? You look Puerto Rican. That guy. Where'd that guy go? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Next hurricane season, God's gonna finish drowning his people. So. Say goodbye to his career. Who else was up here? Oh, they were terrible. I'm like, this guy was like god awful, like he should quit or whatever. But this guy was bothering me because the way he was standing, right? Just like a fucking overconfident 4. I didn't like that guy either. But most of these battles were pretty average or like just slightly below. So it's been a really fun time, and keep it going for your host, Matt, right?
The special guest official, Karen Fian!
These cost $220. In case you guys are wondering. I don't want to hold this anymore.
Oh. All right, I'll hold it.
Good. Give it up for Matt Moran.
Did you offer to hold it? You guys ready to see more fights? One more time, Fight Club. You ready to see more fights? One more exhibition match before we get to our tournament fight up now. Scheduled for 2 30-second rounds. Introducing first. Yeah, every goodbye is an Irish goodbye when no one wants to talk to you. Colin Tyrell! And his opponent, the only time he'll ever...
He's pretty hot. Hi, guys. Sorry.
The only time he'll ever crush a pussy is by punching himself in the face. It's Nikola Pavlovich! They are wearing the same sweater.
Kiss each other.
Subscribe with the code CFC to see more.
Bonus content section. 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Right. It's a real pleasure to battle Mario's brother. I asked Matt not to put me up against an open micer, and he delivered. He gave me the retard that runs the Instagram account. It is, Niklava is, it's hard to roast the nicest guy in comedy, because you gotta learn his name. I actually didn't even know you did comedy. I thought you just recommended wine pairings at a vegan cheese restaurant.
Nikola Pavlovich.
First off, I want to say thank you for taking the time from making things magically delicious to be here today. Colin kind of looks like the guy who dies and becomes the Boo-Berry ghost, right? Colin has a girlfriend, and she actually nicknamed his dick a rape whistle because she only blows it at last resort.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Colin Tyrell? Or is the winner of round 1, Nikola Pavlovich? Winner of round 1, Nikola Pavlovich! 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
All right, as we can all tell, Colum can't vote because he's a criminal. Colum's such a drunk, he identifies as a tall boy after the people he wakes up next to. Colum is such a drunk, his favorite sex act is double fisting.
I feel like that sweater would look cuter with leggings.
Colum Tyrell.
Nick was beaten until he was 17, which is really sad because he's still a faggot. You gotta learn your lesson. Nick suffers from ADHD. That's always disappointing his dad. No. ADHD means he gets distracted sucking cock and Matt never gets to come. Can I take a knee on that?
Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Nikola Pavlovic? Or is the winner of round 2, Colum Tyrell? Oh, we're going to pick a winner for this fight in sudden death overtime!
So exciting.
1 joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
All right. Nicola has a great mustache. You can see, right? Most people with great facial hair actually use tea tree oil twice a week. But Nicola's secret is he actually uses boys' cum.
Nikola Pavlovic.
Colum loves playing Uno because it's the only time he can ever draw 4 green cards.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight, Colum Tyrell. Or is the winner of this fight, Nikola Pavlovic? That was close. Officials, what do we say?
One more joke! One more joke!
Fight Club has spoken. We're going to double overtime.
Get that cum out of your mustache!
1 joke apiece. Double overtime starts now.
Word? What is it? Colum actually has a girlfriend, and he actually wishes his girlfriend was more like Guinness, dark, thick, and gives him head.
Colum Tyrell.
Facts are facts. This is research. Nicola. Nicola is a real tall glass of nothing. You're less interesting than water. The main difference between you and water is that water was never molested.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight, Nikola Pavlovic?
No.
Or is the winner of this fight, Colum Tyrell? Winner, Colum Tyrell! And now we have a tournament fight! Comedy Fight Club 18 tournament final scheduled for 2:45 second rounds. Introducing first, he looks like he ran away from home to join an improv troupe, Casey Regan! His opponent is like Freddie Mercury with less talent and more AIDS, Mark Benjamin! 45 seconds on the clock. This tournament final starts now.
Oh, Mark, you remind me of an Apple Store employee. You're self-satisfied, kind of hip, and yet at the same time ashamed knowing how much you're benefiting from a basement full of Chinese boys. Mark is gay, and he's into Asian fellas. Mark has been in more Asian buns than minced pork. As long as you've got a top knot and a balloon knot, you're the guy for Mark. Mark learned a lot culturally from his Asian boys, like how to be the perfect host. Now, AIDS needs to take off its shoes. No! I didn't want an AIDS chant. I didn't want it. Mark hears it enough from his friends and family whenever he gets a call from the doctor.
Mark Benjamin.
My boy was ready.
Oh, this is great. Two guys who spent Thanksgiving getting called faggot by their dads. Which one's gay? I don't know. Look at this. Oh, this is fun. Casey Cardigan. All right. You fucking giant gay squirrel. Oh my goodness. Look at those cheeks. Look at that. It's like he's storing up jizz for winter. Oh. It's so adorable. Hey, Casey, you got any gum? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you have giant, disgusting gums. Casey actually ruined my morning. Yeah, I tried jerking off to him. Yeah, I did. I was like, yeah, Casey, yeah. Fuck me in the ass with that tiny, uncircumcised cock, yeah. Casey, shut up. Stop talking. I don't want to hear about how influential All American Rejects was. God damn it, I lost my erection.
I'm just fantasizing about him riding him off into the night. You guys look like you're going through a tough breakup and you're like dividing the Yorkies.
Fight Club is the winner of round one, Casey Regan.
I'm all about cum.
Or is the winner of round one, Mark Benjamin. Winner round one, Mark Benjamin. 45 seconds on the clock. Round two starts now.
Oh man, Casey. Casey's one of these guys. He doesn't have any material, but he really wins you over with his youthfulness. He's so cute. He's adorable. He's like a bearded Mia Faith Hammond, really. Casey's that new generation of comedian. He's not racist. He's not misogynist. He's not a comedian. Seriously, he's a filmmaker. He is. He's a filmmaker. He storyboards his sets. Yeah, he tells a dumb story and the audience gets bored.
Wordplay.
Casey has a cool beard, his girlfriend, and yeah, they're in an open relationship because she wants to see other bitch tits. Casey actually made a documentary about his girlfriend's sex life. I don't know. It's a cuckumentary, if you will. Yeah, it's called "Searching for Sugar Man to Give Me an Orgasm."
I'd watch it.
Casey Regan.
That's good filmmaker jokes. Mark was really excited to make jokes about my film. He's never met someone with a career in the entertainment industry before. Mark went to Penn State, so people always joke that he was molested, but Sandusky only went for the athletes. The guy rubbing against the glass outside of anime club was safe. Mark was hit by his last Asian boyfriend. That's true. The worst part about that was while his boyfriend was hitting him, all of his friends were just moving through the room like this. It's a film joke? Oh, okay, thank you.
Did you need somebody to go 5, 6, 7, 8?
Thanks, Karen.
You're
I didn't get enough wino aunts at Thanksgiving, so I'm glad Karen's here. Mark got a little crazy this year. He did. He started doing a lot of coke, but then he had to quit. Not because he wanted to get clean, because all his boyfriends went pee-pee in it. It's my favorite joke I've ever written. I love your delivery, the way you act like you said your own joke wrong, and come back with a wordplay. I love it. It's so fun. Let me try. Mark is punny, curt, with a delivery like a young David Spade. Oh wait, I read it wrong. Mark is a puny cunt, and his wishes when his mother was young, she was Spade.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Mark Benjamin. Or is the winner of round 2, Casey Regan. Winner of round 2, winner of this fight, winner of Comedy Fight Club 18 tournament, Mark Benjamin.
USA! USA! USA!
And now we're going to hear from the Women's Studies major at Comedy Fight Club. Give it up for Sally Ann Hall!
Yeah, okay, that was so rude. You can clap more. Ugh, Women's Studies just doesn't get the applause it used to. Okay. All right, let's talk about the first fight. Andrew Manning, or is anyone even here? Andrew? Did Andrew have better things to do? Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, oh, Connecticut is gonna close early. Like, what? Where do we have to fucking get back to? Okay, Andrew Manning versus some, what are you, like an Orthodox Jew? Like Staj? Amish? Doesn't matter. It looked like two high school losers practicing standing up to their bully. Just all right, now you go. Okay, oh, good one. Oh, you try. Good job. But yeah, that guy, he said that girl's full name and it was super fucked up because it didn't serve the joke at all. And I'm just like, what? Why are you saying her full name? But it totally explained why Nate Alexander was the only one who clapped for him. I'm like, oh, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. All right, George versus Justin. Oh, you guys were so good. You were so mean, but they could not make eye contact. And I'm like, it's not because they're autistic. I think they fucked the same goat and they're so embarrassed. They're like, oh, did she tell you how weird my dick was? Oh, I'm so sorry. I got that by him. Jessica versus Mano. Are you guys here? You are. Okay, great. No, that looked like the nanny named Fran, having a power trip over the gardener, just what was that, what was that joke that Menno made? I didn't get it. Am I not high enough? What was that? What was the punchline? Someone explain to me later. Not you. I don't think you got it. I think you just laugh no matter what. You're just anyone else? Me too. Like me. Okay. Nick Cara versus Ben. Okay, so it seemed like a bigger version of Ben was yelling at him. So I thought, okay, Ben is the underdog. But then I saw the way you were staring at Nick, with your mouth open, your lip quivering, rock hard, and I'm like, oh, Nick's gonna get eaten tonight. You are gonna fuck his eye socket. Oh my god. You're a creepy dude. Okay. Huggins versus Kevin. That was two youth pastors trying to connect to inner city youth, being if my hat's this way, do you like me? I don't know. Colin versus Nicola. Oh my gosh. It was two confident white men talking to each other from their own experiences. For the rest of my thoughts, you can read my Facebook post. I made a really long one about it. It was very violent. Thank you. Casey versus Mark. Okay, if I told you I fucked one of them, you wouldn't know who it was, right? You would have no idea. It could be either one.
Mark.
Again. It really did look like there was two guys who like fucked in summer camp 10 years ago, and now they're back at like Casey's engagement party. He's like, Susan, of all people. And I love how Casey was like talking about how he's a filmmaker, and he literally couldn't even say filmmaker without stuttering like 10 times. I'm a filmmaker. Anyway, do you guys like my body? Okay, thank you. Bye, I'm Sally Ann!
The Women's Studies major, Sally Ann Hall. And now it is time for our main event of the evening. And it is for the Comedy Fight Club Championship! Scheduled for 2 60-second rounds. Introducing first, the only thing weaker than his punchlines is his jawline, Sean Finnerty! And his opponent. And his opponent, he is your reigning, defending Comedy Fight Club champion. You may recognize him from holding on to every hug for just a little too long, Dan West!
USA! USA! USA!
Just got the green card.
Not long enough. 60 seconds on the clock. This main event starts now.
I've been looking forward to this battle for a while because I come from Ireland where beating retards is encouraged. Okay, Dan, you look like you had a Me Too story written about you by a calculator. Dan isn't very athletic. The only time he'd be considered active is when he's being referred to as an active shooter. Dan's dad worked in the Twin Towers during 9/11, and even though he survived, Dan is still haunted by the loss of all those computers. By the way, Dan, cool haircut. You really put the emo in. Cannot process human emotion.
Dan Wex.
All right, I look like a shooter. You look like you had your jacket stitched together from the last 5 people who committed massacres. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stay fun. So Sean's from Orlando. He did not shoot up a nightclub. He was in church praying for more casualties. Sean is very superstitious. He likes 4-leaf clovers and the number 7. Coincidentally, those are the ages of his last 2 girlfriends. Sean is a drunk and sometimes gets a little too drunk to drive, but his girlfriend's about to get her permit. Sean told me that he once got drunk and rode a coin-operated horse. Or in other words, he thought he found a hooker that accepted change.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Sean Finnerty. Or is the winner of round 1, Dan Wicks? Winner round 1, Sean Finnerty! 60 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
I do seem autistic. So both of us look like we've been train spotting. It is. I'm not sure if you look more likely to shoot up heroin or a rehab facility. Sean is racist and sounds like a pirate. He says the N-word with a hard arg. Sean once lent a woman $4,000 for her treatment. The hardest part about that was remembering where he buried it. Sean is an Irish dude who dates fat chicks with diabetes. His relationships can be described as, I'm a sailor peg, and I lost my leg.
Sean.
To be honest, I got a little scared there for a second. That was commitment.
Sean Finnerty.
That's weird. Dan, you seem pretty low energy tonight. Because he's on battery saver mode. Dan's afraid of needles ever since he hugged a hedgehog to death. Dan works in coding. During the job interview, the boss told him that if he starts working with the company, a supervisor trains him for several weeks. To which Dan replied, "You had me at trains." Dan has a chip on his shoulder. It alerts the police when he gets too close to a schoolyard. Dan's a big technology guy. He owns a bunch of Apple products, you know. If only Apple would create a product called eye contact.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Dan Wicks. Or is the winner of round 2 Sean Finnerty? Winner and Sean Finnerty, new Fight Club champion. You could leave now. Champion in this basement, not retiring from Fight Club. How do you feel this being the biggest moment of your life?
I'll be honest with you, Matthew, Theodore Martin, I had actually only prepared a retirement speech, so so fuck you, Dan. All right. No, this is phenomenal. Thank you so much for having me here.
Your new Fight Club champion, Sean Finnerty! Also, my dad's name is Theodore. This is weird. Now it's time for the Bishop's address. Give it up for our Bishop, Andrew Casertano!
USA. USA. All right, how you guys doing? Yeah. Let's connect. Dan versus Sean. Champion versus a little boy from Ireland who thinks he could step on our soil and take down our American hero. This is North America, man. You better go home. Dad, I love my country. Let's call immigration. There's a bunch of boys from Ireland that are all funnier than me. And some of them are hunks. George versus Justin. George took down my boy tonight. He killed him with sudden death. Screw you, George. You hurt his feelings. Can't you see he has a beard? Mano versus Jessica. Jessica teaches dance. She is Jewish. This is how you dance when you're Jewish. I'm a Jew, you're a Jew. This is how you dance when you're from Ireland. Jew, yeah, look at us hunks. This is how you dance when you're from Staten Island. Who's from Staten Island? Who's from Staten Island? I'm from Staten Island. I say, who's from Staten Island? I'm from Staten Island. I love crossing the water to see my daughter, but only on the weekends, because my ex-wife's got her for the rest of the time. And that's because I'm on probation, but I'm Bobby fucking Bulls. And I grew up on cheese. Nick versus Ben. Nick came out hard tonight because that's how he got his manager. So that's how you get an agent. I want to do things with guys. I need representation. Jordan versus Kevin. You guys are just too cool to fight tonight, man. Couple of edgy hunks. You got to come up here with your vulnerabilities, man. Show them your bodies. I'm so alone. I want to be someone's boyfriend. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you, guys.
The Bishop, Andrew Casertano. Now it's
That
time
made
for
me more uncomfortable than looking at Crespo's arm.
Now it's time for the officials to vote on the fight of the night. Special guest official, Karen, what was your favorite fight tonight?
Oh my God, they were all so mediocre. My favorite one was the Hawkeye, the one that Hawkeye was in.
Colin Tyrell versus Nikola Pavlovic?
Yeah.
Spirit Animal, what's your pick for fight of the night?
Main event.
Main event, Dan versus Sean. Bishop?
I would say main event.
Main event. Mascot?
Main event, please.
No, the first one.
First one, Stosh versus Andrew Manning?
No, for sure, no. No, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Karen.
No, I know her. The one who's not famous. Andrew?
You know Andrew. You know everyone here.
Hi. Andrew! I agree with you.
He said main event.
Oh, then.
Main event wins. Sean Finnerty and Dan Wicks, come on up here. Official Fight Club chocolate candies. Congratulations.
We don't need to talk again, do we?
No, you're good.
All right.
Next week, main event will be former Fight Club champion Jake Vevera facing Dan Abraham. And our special guest official will be Roastmasters legend Scott Chaplin. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Have a good night.